escaping the shadows. I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content and we very much appreciate you subscribing and joining the family. Also, remember to hit the like and share button. It helps with ensuring that the video and the channel is recommended to more people. To those who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Now, if you're watching this, I'm probably away. I know it's weird because it will feel like it's in real time, but I'm probably in hospital. Maima is running the channel while I am away. So thank you so much for the well wishes. Thank you for the kindness, thank you for the support, thank you for the love and the prayers. I'm under the weather, but I'm hoping to get back to my old self soon. After today's video, guys, I want to give you my thoughts on Khair Felicity. I love the bottle. Okay, it is off the House of Paris corner and it comes in the Khair bottles as usual. So if you're a Paris corner fan, you will be familiar with this. I think this one is the best so far, well, to me, maybe because I like, how it's mirrored. Okay, now Khair Felicity has gone around as drawing inspiration from the wedding silk santal by Khair, a fragrance that a lot of you guys wanted to get your hands on because it is a pretty good Khair. I mean, Khair does do fragrances and some of them are good, some of them are a miss, but that particular one is good. I've smelled it before. I don't own it in my collection, so I was so happy to get my hands on this. This one opens up with a burst of white florals. That is what you're going to get, a very white floral top there, especially because it has the jasmine. However, that jasmine is not working alone. It has the rose as well as cassis, but it's going to interpret as very jasmine forward there, in the opening, and then it's going to be sweet. So you are going to get wafts of the vanilla almost offset. Vanilla is also working together here with white sugar because it does have a sugar note, and then it has a double dose of musk. I don't think this one has got the notes, but I did get a glimpse of the nose on their page. So it does have a double dose of musk. So what that simply does is it's going to add to the longevity of the fragrance, but musk often, especially added as double doses, ends up making a fragrance powdery, that sort of thing. As you're enjoying the burst of the florals, it's going to be a fizzy champagne that comes into the mix. So this has a fizzy, bubbly champagne, and that champagne, fizzy and bubbly, kind of adds something here that's going to be a little bit sourish, and I'm not sure whether it's just the champagne adding the souriness or it's a leafy cassis. Okay, but there is something in here that is a little bit sour to my nose, which could be the leafy cassis or that rose turning lemony, I'm not sure, or it could be the champagne, because those three notes individually will add, in some cases, a sour accord to a fragrance, which is a rose, if blended lemony, can make a fragrance feel a little bit bitter or sourish. And that cassis can interpret as bitter or green. And of course, that champagne can also add like a sourish tone to it. So that is what to expect with this fragrance. However, it does maintain its floralness. So this is going to be a floral fragrance. And the sweetness tries, to also make its presence felt amidst that sour accord. So it's not like we lose the sweetness. It's not like we lose the sugar note, but you will feel to the nose that there is something that's kind of tempering with the sugar, making this one not too thick sweet, because of how then the florals come into the mix there, the champagne come into the mix there, and kind of like negotiate with everything that's happening there to make it a floral that has a serving of a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a sourness, that sort of thing. So the same florals that you get here, unfortunately, because of that tempering hours in, maybe 2 hours in, turn soapy, turn fresh, turn musky because of the musk, of course, but it ends up being a semi-sweet soapy jasmine scent with a musky finish. That's what you're going to carry all through. So the soapiness is going to be evident, and that soapiness is going to be as a result of that jasmine, being able to hold on till the end. Of course, other florals there, but mostly the jasmine. The jasmine is something that you're actually going to smell very, very vividly. Now, this fragrance, guys, though inspired by that wedding silk santal, is also going to be favored by people that love, say, YSL lip. If you like YSL lip, especially the intense one, you're going to love this. The vanilla mix in this interprets as that there may be a lavender in here, because there is something here that is aromatic. There is something in here that interprets as how the lavender would would interpret fusing with the vanilla there. So just for the sake of making sure that I give you a mental shortcut in case you have never encountered that wedding silk Santal at all, and you were wondering what other fragrances I could put on the side with this, it's not necessarily clones, but being fragrances that if you like this, you will like that, then certainly I would say if you love that Lip Intense, you're going to love this. Or if you love that Burberry Goddess, you're also going to love this, because the DNA there is kind of in the same WhatsApp group, if you know what I mean. So yes, this is a vanilla and a floral. This is a fragrance with somewhat of an intensity to it. I'm not going to say it lasts the whole day, because as I said in other videos, guys, these are fragrances that I'm just trying for you here before I leave. So in terms of lasting power, we're going to have to revisit that. When it comes to how this one vibes as compared to this one, let me show you Her Kingdom by Lattafa, a fragrance that kind of has wafts of that silk Santal. This is a little bit safer, this particular one, and this has never been like a one-on-one, because Lattafa, does give us twists from time to time. So am I saying these two fragrances are the same? No, I'm just saying you will feel the twist that Lattafa did in this, especially if you get this. This is 101, this is at par. If you love wedding silk Santal, you're gonna love this, but this is gonna be a twist. Being a fragrance is kind of in the same WhatsApp group as I was saying before, that you love this, you're gonna love that. This is a little bit underwhelming. It's a very soft fragrance, and I'm just gonna prove that to you now by spraying it like this. I mean, I'm not feeling well, but it's the sort of fragrance I can carry, even in these doses, because it is pretty on the safe, likable side there. This Her Kingdom, not having a piercing appeal to it, this, but yes, once you have the two like I have now, you will be able to tell the differences, that they are like same DNAs but not exactly the same thing. This one being one, I would say if you want something that's not going to beat about the bush, smelling a lot like that silk Santal, then you can certainly purchase this. Yes, it is a floral. Yes, it has a decent dose of vanilla. It has a little bit of some sweetness, but remember, the sweetness is going to have that interference of that champagne. The sweetness is also going to have the interference of that green tone coming from the cassette. So that is what you expect in this fragrance. Some of you are even going to call it a little bit fresh, because of what it's doing there. It kind of gives turns to a lot of things at the same time, but becomes one of those not so sophisticated florals, if you will, something that's not too difficult to pull off, if you will. So that is what I can say, guys, about Khair Felicity. It is feminine toned, but that jasmine could very well be safe for some men there who love florals. It could be safe. I'm not going to rule it out. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we discuss more about fragrances. Maima is responding to the comments, so if they're short, that is because she is responding to the comments, and YouTube in itself has got an auto comment thing, so I did tell her to utilize the auto comments thing. Remember to turn on post notifications, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember, guys, that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.